Thank you. Welcome back. Now I'll take you people through a quick a way of doing this media literacy, and also especially at the age of these deep fakes. Why critical thinking is very much important for a individual, for a student, or for us as educators. What it is important. So in this particular session, we'll think about what is critical thinking, why critical thinking is very much necessary. Second, there are also different kinds of biases which is available, which is there, that also we'll be discussing. Then little bit of AI in media, that is artificial intelligence in media, some concepts, and deep fakes and AI. So thing is, first one, this is a small exercise. Why seeing is not always believing? Okay, please check this line. Which horizontal line is longer? Anybody can say, ma'am, Mamata, Vijayalakshmi, Purnima, ma'am. I can see you people. That's why. Which horizontal line is longer?
Second one. Second one.
Second one.
Second one, ma'am.
Okay. One day lines are same. Only the arrow has been changed. Notice?
Same.
Yes, ma'am.
Only the arrow has been changed. So just because the arrow has been diverted, you feel that it is longer. Adike heliddo. Why seeing is not always believing. Nodidellanu yahake nija agadilla ante, because see, both are same. The measurement is the same. Only the direction has been different. Namge ಏನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, the second line is bigger ಅಂತ.
ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಹೌದು, ಹಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಬಟ್ ದ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಏನು, ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಏನು?
ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ.
The same thing. People can manipulate things to make it something look different. So we need to be a little bit cautious about it. Illi nodi. When this is called as a Muller-Iyer illusion anta. So it's an optical illusion. Okay, both the lines are the same. Only the arrows have been placed in different thing. Just because it of an optical illusion iradina namge adenanta kanisute, it's called as Muller-Iyer illusion. So that means even in social media, many a times, what is true, people don't tend to believe it as true. Okay. So this is why we are misled very easily. Okay, yaake tumba idagtide antandre, there are chances that you can be misled very easily. So the thing is, when you are learning critical thinking, yaake beku, why we are trying to speak about critical thinking here is, one is we'll understand what critical thinking, how it is important. Then the role of an educator in imparting the critical thinking, because we are addressing our students, we will be speaking to our students every day. So what is my role as a teacher? How I can apply, or how I can improvise the way the students look at things. Adirbodu. Third is identifying the characters of a critical thinker. Ellaru critical thinkers agak sadhya illa, but it is our duty to make everybody critically think. Adu madadbe. Naaknedu, we'll also try to understand the human biases. Okay, there are different kinds of biases. We'll also see about it. I'll also speak about those. Essential skill. What are the important skills which are there to analyze, to evaluate the information? Fourth one, the next one is to develop responsible consumption. How do you consume the news? How do you understand the news? Adru ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ discuss ಮಾಡೋಣ. But lastly, fostering logical reasoning. Critical thinking. Okay, what is critical thinking? It is thinking about thinking. Anta. Okay, the thing is, how the critical thinking, to put it in a very simple form, it is the ability to solve the problems. It's an ability to make a very good decision, and also to learn different concepts. Okay, critical thinking is not a very big thing, because we say nowadays students are not creative, students are not thinking too much, students don't put in, they can any assignments kotru, they go to chat box or the chat GPT, and they'll write the thing. So where are they using their mind? So the thing is, critical thinking is something where people will have the reasoning power. Logic agi think ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, rational agi think ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So they should be able to think properly. So it will help, critical thinking will help you to solve the problems. See, many of the students, or they know everything. Small basic issues also they're not able to solve it, because everything is spoon fed. We are feeding them with a spoon feeding every now and then. So these kind of things has to be taken care of, and critical thinking becomes a very important thing. How do you gain this critical thinking? Critical thinking can be gained through, as I told, observation, by experiencing, by reflecting, and also by communicating and doing a proper action. This is very much ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ. ಬಲೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲ್ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು, Okay, they know that I'm staying in a PG, so there is some problem with the hot water, there's some problem with the geyser. I'm not asking you to become an electrician. At least the thinking that you should call a person who is well known in electrical work, get the things done. Simple way. ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮಂಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಡ್ಯಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಗೀಸರ್ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ small information like this, you are not. So the thing is, you have to observe more, you have to gain experience. Only when you bittagli janalge gottagadu, only when you fall you will understand the reality what life is all about. So ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದಂಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. You have to bounce back with understanding. So what is critical in thinking? When you put it in a very simple term, or when you are speaking to your students, critical thinking is nothing but to analyze the information from different perspective. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದೇ ವಿಷಯನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. You should understand why Mr. Kamal Hassan has spoken like this. Again, I'm giving an example. So what are the repercussions? Why is he doing this? So what are the different perspectives? Who is saying what? So you will understand and you will come to a logic conclusion. So that is where the critical thinking, maklugalali ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ people don't think. Students don't, and because they don't have information. One, whatever the information they have, it is wrong information. So they don't read, they don't speak to people, they are not problem solvers, they are not understanding, they don't have a right attitude towards life. All these things is a problem. So we should see, these are all life skills. We tell them, it's not only degree. I always tell my students, degree matra important alla, marks matra important alla. You should know how to lead a very good life. There are certain life skills which we have to teach our students. So pata marta idara chik vishayagalna you have to keep on telling your students so they become much more intelligent. So second important thing is, please tell them to compare the similar kind of information. See the information in TV, see the information in paper, see the information on social media. The same information, the same news, Kamal Hassan news, how things are being shown, how things are being presented. So there will be a kind of a change. So the thing is, when you analyze, when you put in your mind, put in your body and put in your thinking, the perspective will change. You know the dristikona enide adu change agutte. So you have to see the things from different perspective. Third is to evaluate the information critically. Okay, and you have to have the critical ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಎಂತ ಎತ್ತ ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು, what would be the maximum thing it will happen. You should have that critically analyze. You have to evaluate and to have some objective conclusion. ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, minimal damage ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, so let us do it. So those kind of experimentation should also be done by the students. So why it is important, why critical thinking is very important among students, among teachers antandre, one, it will help us to promote good practices. You will get good information, you will be very balanced. Whichever information you want, you will take it. Whichever is not there, you will leave it. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ thinking change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, the outlook of our things change, the attitude towards a subject change. So when you have a jumbled up mind, when you have this jumbled up mind, you think 100 things. But when it is organized, you become a calmer. You understand and then you react. That reaction can be a good reaction. So it is very important to understand the things. The blocks it is very jumbled up, but you have a very clean thing. So that means you can do some good information. Second, you become a very responsible citizen. It is very much necessary in a society, especially like teachers like us. You have to be, you set an example. Oh, he is a good teacher. Oh, he is a good explainer. So he is a good writer. So you have, because the teacher and the head takshana, they think we know everything. So teacher and this, you are the perfect person. So I can't do mistakes. So the thing is, it will help you to become more and more responsible. So people will come to you only when you are good, when you are composed, you have a knowledge. People will come to you only then. I'm not speaking of only subject knowledge. I'm speaking about life skills also. Third is, you become a smart consumer. When you understand the wrong and the right thing, you will understand bari ಏನು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಅನ್ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. So you become smart consumer of information. What is necessary, you take it. Unnecessary things ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡನೇ ಬೇಡ. So that becomes a more calmer kind of a personality. And whenever you do these things, you take evidences and come to a conclusion. That is also very much important. Understanding human biases. When I say bias, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳು, bias is nothing but ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇರೋಂಥ ಬಯಾಸ್ಗಳು ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೀಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ನೋಷನ್ಸ್, ಅವ್ರು ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇವ್ರು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯಾಸಸ್. So usually there are different kinds of biases, what we have found. So first and foremost is confirmation biases. Okay. Confirmation biases is a kind of bias where the individual will have preconceived notions. Purva graha piditru anta irtare. So earlier, right from the beginning, right from the childhood, idu inge anta picture banbitirthe avrige. They'll have one picture. So it's a preconceived notion where you think that yes, right from the beginning, I've learned that these are this is bad, this is good, this is bad, this is good. Anta preconceived notions. So those kind of notions are called as confirmation biases. So you have to be very careful about it. The best examples are age-old thoughts and practices. Let me give you a small example. Because all are educated here. The menstruation, easy for me to tell. Menstruation, women menstruation it is a taboo. It's an old age belief that if a woman gets menstruation, you are supposed to be outside the house, or you're not supposed to do this, do that. It is our old age practice. But nowadays, women are working. They are very common. Even if they get menstruation, they go to work, they do all the activities, they go to gym, everything is happening. But what is our preconceived notion? So that's a taboo. So we are not able to come out of all these things. Okay, so continue that this is wrong. She is a widow. Okay, I'm again giving you an example. I'm wrong because I never used that word, but still, they're not supposed to do this. They're not supposed to do that. They can't take this. They can't take that. So there are a lot of old age practices which has made us a strong society. Can you change that? I'm not asking you can change the society. Change as an individual. So that is what we call as a confirmation biases. Emotionally charged issues, the political religious beliefs, Hinduism, Islamic, Christianity. Everybody will have their belief, very strong, staunch belief in something. So you think mine is the best? No, everybody are there because they have been practicing since long time. Or I've been following a particular party, so they're very long time. So these kind of preconceived notion is also one of the biases what you find. Second is illusory truth biases. So this is a tendency where you believe that whenever an information is given to you, regardless of the I'm not going to change. This is the illusory truth bias. Many of our individuals do this. Okay, many of the individuals believe that this is the kind of a thing. Okay, like illusory truth ke best example because if somebody dies in the family, or maybe especially the father dies, so it has to be the son who has to do this. The son has to do the rituals. So it's a belief. Illusory truth. But now even girls are also doing that. That's a bias in our mind. Only Gandamagana ella madbeku because he is the son. He is the son. So these kind of beliefs can also be harmful. That is also there. Third one is primacy bias. Then you also got recency bias. Recency bias irbodu. Motivated reasoning irbodu. Motivated and very selective. ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟವಾದದ್ದು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ that whatever I like or whatever is according to my whims and fancies, I approve that. Whatever is not within my limit, I don't take it. That is called as selective biases. ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟವಾದವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. That is selective. Okay, for him, our friends are also good. That kind of a thing. So at least when I go back, if you believe it or not, there are around 100 plus human biases in the world. 100 ತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ biases ಗಳು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Like as I told, selective bias, survivor bias, fundamental bias, authority bias ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ there are more than 100 biases. Your students or even Sapna or even you may also be under any one of these biases. So can we come out of it? Can we? Why I'm telling you this biases is because whatever the things you see in the social media will reflect any one of these bias. Biases ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ angle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂತಗನ್ನಡಿಲೇ ನಾವು ನೋಡಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So that becomes unequal. That becomes wrong from our own perspective. So there is nothing wrong, but having biases is a human trait. You can have a human. It's a ನಮ್ಮ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಅದು biases ಇರೋದು. But ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಂತ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಯಾರು ನೀವು ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. At least you should understand what is good and what is bad. How you can do it, especially in the media biases, whenever the stories keep coming on the social media, how you can do. One is bias plus placement ಅಂತ ಕಳಿತೀವಿ, where poor story placements, okay, where ಒಂದು ಒಬ್ರನ್ನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಒಬ್ರನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಿವಿ. Okay, somewhere you play somebody is very big, somebody is very low, the rich and the poor. So yesterday I was just reading a news where somebody had posted that in Pune or maybe in Maharashtra there was an accident, and the accident was been done by a son of a businessman on Sunday, and the court, that is a judge, he was produced before the court, and the person was given a bail. So somebody had questioned, how come judges have started working on Sunday? Because Sunday ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, Saturday Sunday the court work ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Then how did he get a bail? How did he get a bail? So here bias placement, giving somebody importance, somebody not an importance, that can also be one of the important thing. Usually whenever you are spotting a bias, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು bias ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಈ ತರ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Selection of the news, selection of the stories, what kind of information is being coming to you, who is there, who is providing the facts and figures. Okay, for example, everybody nimmallene, if I want to ask, if people are watching public TV or you are watching TV9, you are more attached to that story only. Whatever they show, that is correct. Whatever the other TV shows, it is wrong for you. So the thing is, you have to be very careful about all these things. So what do you understand by this picture? If you see this, what comes to your mind? ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? ಏನಾರು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ? So one of
the sun is expecting our blood smell, madam.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದ ಏನಾರು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತಾ? Just the picture. Is something different, something unique? Or what is it you are giving more this thing? ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ತೋರಿಸೋದು ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? When you see this picture, what comes to your mind? Parashuram sir, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? When you see this picture, what comes to your mind? The thing is, every individual should pay attention. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? Neck, kattu.
Yes.
That is what that means. See, it's an individual tale round agide atho kattu tumba udda agide. So thing is, whenever you see something, please pay attention, observe. Whenever it comes to a picture, you have to observe. Everything is not, something is unique, something is different here. He doesn't have a normal face, he doesn't have a normal neck. I'm just giving an example. So the thing is, you have to pay attention first and understand what it is anta. Aita this one, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? How many people are there? ಇಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ.
ಇದನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಹೆಂಗ್ ಇಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ?
ಈ ಕಡೆ
ಒಬ್ರೇ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಹಾ, ಹೆಂಗ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು?
ಎರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣೋದು ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಅವನು.
ಹಾ, ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿ?
ಒಂದ್
ಸೈಡ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್
ಫೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಒಂದೇ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್.
ಕಿವಿ ನೋಡಿ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ, ಸೈಡ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅದ ಕಿವಿ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಿ ಇದೆ. ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ನೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗಿದೆ?
ನೋಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇದೆ.
Okay, that's what the thing is. Sometimes I told you illusionary. Okay, the thing is sometimes, as you told, is correct. It's the same individual, but you are seeing from different angle. So even the same way, one issue, people may see it in different way. Somebody can see it straight, somebody can see it from side. So the same thing, even for any issue, there will be different sides, but you need to understand which is the proper one. This is where the critical thinking comes into picture. Okay. So whenever you get a message, whenever you people get a message on your mobile, it's very basic thing. What you need to do is you open, you see, and you read. ಮೂರೇ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಏನೋ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಬಂತು, you get a message on your WhatsApp. You get a message on your WhatsApp. So what you do, you open it, you see it, you read it, and then you forward it. Do you verify? Do you verify? ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಓದ್ತೀವಿ, ನಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಮುಂದೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ನಾಳೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. If the WhatsApp from tomorrow will say, one forward message is equal to 10 rupees. Nobody will forward any messages. 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ one message ಗೆ nobody will send a single message. Okay, so the thing is, just because something is given to you free, people are doing n number of things. ಮೊದಲು ಬರೀ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕಳಿಸಬಹುದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? At one message, you know how many people we can send the message? 5, no? How many people you can send the same message? What is the options you have? You can send it to 250 people. One message can be sent. You can select your contact. You can select 250 people and you can send it at one single go. Now the number has also increased. ಮೊದಲು 256 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕಳಿಸಬಹುದಾಗಿತ್ತು one message ನೆ. You tick it, all your contacts, 256 people, and you can send it. Okay, because it's easy. 10 rupees ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 2,000 ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೀವು? ನಾಳೆ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, so that's the thing. So what important thing is, just because something is free, it doesn't mean that you can spread any kind of a message. It is very wrong that you have to be very careful when you're sending a message. Okay, so whenever some messages come to you, please check all these things. One is, who is behind the information? If it comes from a political party or from some mata or from church or from some community, something aware, who is behind this information? Is it the government? Is it Mr. Sidramaya Sirji? Is it Mr. D.K. Shiora? It is our Prime Minister? You see who is behind that message. First one. Second, if the person is saying that, okay, istondu namgella kottidmele government is very good anta helbekare, what is the evidence? He may be a party worker, he may be telling very good things about one particular person. What is the evidence to say that it is good or it is bad? Second one. Third is, what is the source? ಮೂಲ ಏನು, ಎಲ್ಲಿದು ಮೂಲ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್, ವೆದರ್ ಯಾವ ಮೂಲ, ಅದು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಟಿವಿನ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ ಒಂದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್, ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್. ಸೊ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ದ ಮೆಸೇಜ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಲೀವ್ ದಟ್, and what is the sources to be told. Okay, but whenever you go to a website, okay, adu nama idalla aitu, yavade ಒಂದು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, when you open a new tab, okay, when you open up a new tab, see that you have lateral reading. Hinging irbardu information, hinging irbeku. Hinging ide anta helidre, it is the correct way of doing a website. Nimge hinging adada cut ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it is a created one. It is a wrong way of correcting the information. Second one, whenever you visit a website for your research, for your article or anything, domain name na ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Every domain will have .com, .co, .in ಅಂತ ಇರಬೇಕು. Some ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, it is a wrong kind of a domain. It is a fake domain ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Third is, go to the section where we speak about us. Editor ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಇದಾರ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಕೆಲವು ಸತಿ ಅದು ಬ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ರಿಯಲ್ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. So everybody should have phone number, you should have email ID, you should have the publisher name, then only the website is real anta. If not, it is a fake website. Today it is there, tomorrow the website is not there. So you, and ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ, because tomorrow when your students go and everything is googled, where did you get it, madam? Google ಮಾಡಿದೆ, Google. But how what correct information have got? So one is, go to the website, see whether it is written properly, spelling check ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ website will never do spelling mistake. If there is a spelling mistake in the website, trust me, it is a wrong or a fake website. Please tell your students about this. Next, as I told, spelling errors iralla, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು all caps ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. Any website with all capital letter is a fake kind of a website. Please understand that also. Okay, but ಇನ್ನೊಂದು comments. If you believe that okay, everything is correct, or maybe any Facebook ಅಂದ್ರೆ comments ಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಿ. Please go through the comments. If you are a very Facebook or a YouTube follower or a Facebook follower, see one picture, see one incident, see one video, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ದಿರೋಂತ comments ಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಿ. Please go through the comments which are there below that particular video or a particular picture. One person only might have written 50 messages. Only one person might have written 20 messages for that particular, so that they will have 500 comments ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. So that is also that means you want to get more and more popularity. So just understand that it is a fake website, or it's a wrong website, or it is a manipulative website. If not, date and time na check madi. When you go to a website, whenever you go to a particular paper or a research article or anything, please check the date and time when that article has been published. If it doesn't have a date, if it doesn't have a time or something, that means it is a wrong website. You should tell. There are many people who are taking contents from these kind of wrong information. It's also very wrong. So these basic things, now students, teachers, okay, we might have done the mistake. So please tell your students, whenever they go to the website, website only, they should take information. Reliable information, factual information should be taken from the thing which is not having all these things. Okay, that is very much important. Okay, so there are certain few concepts which you need to understand. One is the generative AI. Okay, where generative AI is a thing where you can generate text, images, ಅಥವಾ ಕೋಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾವು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಜನರೇಟಿವ್ AI, you can create the own text. Okay, you can create your own images. Adu ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Deep learning. Okay, it is also a data processing, the small thing which is really helping you. Then machine learning, which enables through the computers, you can get all the subsets and all, you can have some experience, classes experience also, you can learn about it. Last but not the least is the artificial intelligence. Okay, artificial intelligence, as we all know, where you give the commands, where you prompt them, okay, which will perform all the duties like a human intelligence. Okay, manusharu hegirtare ade ತರ ನಿಮ್ಮ artificial intelligence prompt ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Only thing is you have to give the proper prompt and it will give you the details about it. Okay, so idru ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ideas, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು concepts ಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, see, as I told you, when I speak about generative AI, okay, generative AI, it's a part of artificial intelligence technology which can give you text, which can give you images, it can give you audio, and it can be a combination of all these things. Text to text ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಚಾಟ್ ಜಿಪಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದು ಜೆಮಿನೈ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. Text to image ಅಂತ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು whatever the text, for example, if you want to do a PPT, you have the text, I can generate the text into an image, so that can also be done. Or text to video, text to audio, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಜನರೇಟಿವ್ AI ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, now teaching is very difficult. Your students are much more better than you. Nimkinta one step ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಕಿಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. So, and teaching is such a kind of a profession where we need to update ourselves. We have to update ourselves. Until unless I don't upgrade ourselves, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so as teachers, little bit of homework or little bit of brush up of all these things will surely help you in the longer run. ಈಗ competitions are very huge. ಬರೀ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅಂತ ಆ ತರ ಇಲ್ವೇನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ವೈ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ಜೆಮಿನೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಾಟ್ ಜಿಪಿಟಿ, ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಚಾಟ್ ಜಿಪಿಟಿ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Okay, chat GPT ಏನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು it will give you. Even in your WhatsApp, if you go to your WhatsApp and you open up, you have that meta. Okay, ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ you can just say what the meta you just give it in an audio, it will give you the whole text. ಎಷ್ಟು authentic ಆಗಿದೆ, how much correct it is, that also is a second question. Okay, but you can use those kind of a thing. Okay, as I told you, there are many different ways where you can translate. Okay, there is also many ways. For example, you have what you call different things, Gemini and ChatGPT, where you can translate the things from English to different languages. So this particular example is about the Sinhalese language. Okay, just give an example. The same Sinhalese language from Sri Lanka can be translated into Kannada, can be translated into English, can be translated into Hindi. So you can andre in your own languages. You people can translate. That's a very easy application of Gemini and ChatGPT. It is not only for audio, video, but also it can be used for what you call as a translation. Translation kuda neevu idu madu. I don't know how many of you have heard of the thing Google Lens anta ide nodirbodu. So whenever you open up your mobile, you have something called as a Google Lens. So this Google Lens can be used for two purposes. Google Lens can be used for translation, Google Lens can also be used for identifying the place. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದೊಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೊಡಿತೀರಾ, ನಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಇಫ್ ನೀವು ಅದ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಂದೇ ನ್ಯೂ ಪೇಜ್ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಶೋ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಪ್ನಾ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್. ಸೊ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಥೆಂಟಿಕ್, ಯಾರೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಬೆಟ್ಟ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಸ್ವಿಟ್ಜರ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಚಾರ್ಮುಡಿ ಘಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. But he'll say, no, I have taken this picture in Switzerland. See my picture. See the mountain behind. It is Switzerland Alps. And then on ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾನೆ. So you take that picture of the betta, you put it in the Google Lens. It will tell you it is not Switzerland, but it is Charmudi Ghat ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. So the thing is, if somebody recreates or if somebody manipulates with the pictures and all, you can do that. So these are some of the small techniques where you can identify the correct and the wrong things. To tell your students to try whenever there is a small thing, even we can also do that. It is not that it's not possible. You can also do this. Okay, Gemini and ChatGPT, you can help us. You can translate. It will also summarize. It is not going only to translate your content from Sinhalese to English. At the same time, it will translate. It will summarize. Just to ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. Okay, ಅದರ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಸಾರಾಂಶ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾರಾಂಶನ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So that means, but it has to be learned. The more you practice, the more you put in all your efforts, the things will be back. And at least ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಒಂಥರ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ತುಂಬಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. Oh, so this is okay. Perplexity. Okay. But ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, there are many ways in which the audio and video can be manipulated. You take somebody's picture, you take somebody's body and you fix them. Okay, so ಮುಖನ ಯಾರ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಾಡಿನ ಯಾರ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಡಿಯೋನೋ ಯಾರ್ದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So these are called as deep fakes. Many a times it is not possible for us to identify which is correct and which is wrong. Okay, so if you do it for some creativity, it's good. But if you are trying to manipulate it in somebody's life, it is going to be very difficult. Who will tell you that it is not? I think I don't know how many of you have seen Instagram live. ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಕೂಡ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು a picture of Virat Kohli and Chris Gayle and ABD. ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ತರ ಆ ತರ ರೂಪಾಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. It is like a small children. Okay, but I've seen that. Okay, you can convert your original thing into a small kid. How Sapna will look like if she is a 3-year-old. You can get the pictures. Okay, so what has happened here is, by using all this AI generated or different kinds of things, you have tried to manipulate the media, the content, the pictures, the videos. Ellanu kuda we call it as face swapping. ಒಬ್ಬರ ಮುಖನ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಸಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೂತ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ರಶ್ಮಿಕಾ ಮಂದನಾಸ್ issue had happened. Somebody's body and Rashmika Mandana's face was there. Very badly dressed up lady tara. Okay, so then she went to the court and the complaint was been filed in the cyber this thing, and they identified that it was the picture, real picture was somebody else, but the face was of Rashmika Mandana. So how do you tell that? So nowadays people are becoming more, see, it is Tom Cruise. Okay, Tom Cruise iradadu picture nodi ಈಗ ಹಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. Easily it can be done. Can you see? So this is a small example of deep sea. This is a person, this is the face, somebody's face, and this is a real face. So if you put this, if you use this face, it looks real. How many of us will be able to tell it's a real one or it's not? Just see. This is how the technology is working. Cut the face, you add this face. It's a deep fake or a shallow fake. See, you can never be able to make out elli join madide anta nanage gottagalla. So people are using more and more things like this. Somebody's face, somebody's body, and it looks very real. Okay, just see this. So Sora is a new video generation model. You can create your own videos. Okay. Move ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ, you can create its own ಬಂದು ಕೂರಂಗೆ movements ಗಳು ಮಾಡಂಗೆ. You can easily do it. It's a video generated one. Okay. You can add, see, the person may be there, the cat may not be there. You can add by using Sora, which is an open AI. You can create this cat as if it is sitting next to the bed. You can do that also. And it looks very real. This is also one of the example. So what happens if you are trying to do all these kinds of things? Okay, illa nodi ಎಷ್ಟು easy ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು Tom Cruise ಇದು. The real picture is of a Tom Cruise, one of the Hollywood actor, famous actor. This is somebody else. So you look like a Tom Cruise. You have made a Tom Cruise, though he is not there. Okay, so advertisers ಗಳು ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Because if you have to give money to the people, if Tom Cruise will come for one particular advertisement, he will ask for million of rupees. But if you by doing this in artificial intelligence, you can create your own model. So you don't have to pay anything except for the person who is creating this. Okay. So what has happened here is the information what you are spreading is becoming more and more misinformation. But here the political manipulation agirbodu, trust illa, sexualization, somebody's body, somebody's thing. I told you, object harassment for women. So many ಈಗ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಕಡೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಫಾರ್ as our knowledge goes, women in rural area or the people in the rural area are much more educated than educated class. ಹಳ್ಳಿಯವ್ರಿಗಿರೋ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಿಗೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಇವಾಗ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. ದೇ ನೋ, ದೇ ಲಿಸನ್, ದೇ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್, ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಮೆನ್ ನ ಹರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ದೇ ಟೆಂಡ್ ಟು ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್. ನೋಡಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ ಮಗಳು ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಂತೆ ಸಿಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ತಪ್ಪು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. So if you really want to spoil somebody's life, somebody's reputation, things are happening. So you have to be very careful whether to trust or not. Yaro on the picture is just, I'll just tell you one small example. College students, they have gone on a trip. I'm speaking an example of a deep fake anta. They have gone on, I think it's not a deep fake, but it's a small manipulation what they did. So group full photo ತೆಗೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So there are around 8 to 10 people are there. They have taken a group photograph. ಒಂದು ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, they have cropped the picture. They have cropped the picture of the boy and the girl and they have sent it to the girl's mother. ನೋಡಿ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So as soon as the girl came from the trip, her mother scolded her and she said something. She committed suicide and she died because her mother said something. After 3-4 days, the girl's friend, she comes to the house and she tells, Amma, obre hogilla, friends hogidanda. She has shown the old picture where all the group students were there. Just by cropping a small portion of the photograph, people are losing life. You are intending and you are trying to spread wrong information. So this is also one of the kind of thing which you need to be very careful. So tricks, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, what are the, ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಕಂಡಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದೇದು, please see the comments. In the social media, the best and the smallest thing, start as a small exercise. Okay, first, whenever you see one picture or one particular thing, please see the comments, what comments it is there. If the same person is doing the comment, you'll understand it is a wrong comment or somebody has paid the thing and they are only sitting and writing ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Credentials, and for example, if it's a health post, if somebody is related to health and all, whether the doctor or the hospital is associated, fine. If somebody is like, for example, Devi Shetty, Dr. Devi Shetty is a cardiologist. If Devi Shetty says something about heart disease, heart operation, you can believe him because he is a source, he is a doctor. And he belongs to Narayana Hridayalaya doctor, you can believe it. If somebody else speaks, I will not believe it. So credentials, who is speaking it? If the person with the knowledge should speak, then building, akka pakka torsanta building landmark. I told you, you have a Google lens. If there is a picture behind the person, please take the picture of that in the mobile, put it in the Google lens. It will give you the correct picture, whether it's right or wrong. So that is also one of the easy mark. Number plates, the number plate of the vehicle, the audio, the weather, the signage. These are some of the clues through which you people can identify whether the picture, the video, the photographs is correct or not. Okay. Comments galna nodi, ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾರಂತ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಸೈನೇಜ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದ್ 2-3 ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಮೇಕ್ ಔಟ್ ಒಂದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಗ್ನಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಲಾಗ್, ಲೋಗೋ, ಎಂಬ್ಲಮ್, ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ಜಸ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ಜ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ಇಂಡಿಗೋ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮಿಸ್ಬಿಹೇವಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಪ್ಯಾಸೆಂಜರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ logo ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You just go to that and see the logo. The logo will be of some other airlines. It will not be Indigo, but message will be Indigo. So that means if you are really becoming very more critical, if you are doing the things very critically, it is very easy. So you need to identify these small things and get to know what is the reality and what is the small bad thing. Okay. What you can do always, as I told you, whenever today everything is done by AI. So please don't accept anything, whatever comes on the thing. Please big spectacle about the AI. Always find credible sources. Okay, nambike haranta post kadidre matra you have to then do the fact check. Whenever there is something wrong, please see what the paper has to say, what the government has to say. If somebody says the government has issued corona, this thing, what you call SOP, please follow. Government ಹೇಳೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. You just see the notice board signature ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾಳೆ ರಜಾ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ, ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ has issued an holiday ಅಂತ ಖುಷಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ. Okay, but the circular will be wrong. The logo of the government emblem, the government will also always have an emblem iradilla. So you should check all these kind of small things to say whether it is true or whether it is fake. Okay. Okay, so as I told, this is a small thing. Yesterday I had asked you people to do this small work. This kalsidde nanane ನೀವು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So I don't know how many of you have sent it. I'll just get to know the things. Okay, so you can, for you people, okay, for example, I'm telling you as teachers and all, you people can do any one of these activities in your school, like podcasting, social media campaign, road shows, street play, folk art, online games, ಏನಾದ್ರು interactive quiz, just to create an awareness, real and wrong pictures. Take the real picture, take the wrong picture, and tell them whether this is right or wrong. So it is easy for the students to identify. So this way, by doing small activities, it will be very easy for you. But you should have the videos and all. Correct video torsi, tap video torsi. Let them start identifying the things. So next time, or yene nodru, at least tappa sari anta nodak shuru ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So this kind of small activities we need to do for our students. Okay. So I'll stop it